Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be covering the lovely race of the Tortle, what they are and what they do. So without further ado, let us get into the video. Looking over Tortles, they are these bipedal turtle folk. They are known to be incredibly hardy and resilient, and they're also known to be very adventurous too. They have this sort of easygoing, carefree, go with the flow sort of vibe to them, and they are constantly searching for new sorts of adventures that they can go on. The Tortle way of life, originally, it's a little bizarre. What happens is, turtles will typically mate and then reproduce within their last few years of life. And then once the turtle passes on, their child will then usually go and start their own adventure. Due to so many turtles going and living so many of these adventures, it's part of the reason why, surprisingly enough, they don't actually live incredibly long. You'd think with being a turtle person, you'd actually be living for an incredibly long time. I mean, let's be real, turtles are known to live incredibly long. And you'd think that would carry over to D&D, but no. And of course, too, you as the DM can really decide how the lore is shaped with the turtles in your world. Of course, this is just me giving the flavor text from source material. But anyways, now, getting into the mechanical side of the Tortle. So when it comes to the turtles, the first mechanic that you have to work with is claws. So with these claws, you can basically use them to make unarmed strikes that deal 1d6 plus your strength modifier in slashing damage instead of bludgeoning damage. You can also hold your breath for an hour, which is very good for aquatic or semi-aquatic campaigns. You have Nature's Intuition, which allows you to get a free skill proficiency of the following: animal handling, medicine, nature, perception, stealth, or survival. And of course, if you play with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and the rule variants there, you can take these skills and then switch them out for different skills of your choice. And now, truly, the capstone of the Tortle, your shell. So you have two different features that involve the Tortle shell, and the first one I'm going to be covering is natural armor. So with natural armor, your shell provides a base AC of 17, and your dexterity modifier doesn't alter this number at all. And although that's a really high number, you can't wear light, medium, or heavy armor because of your shell, but you still can gain the benefits of an AC bonus with using your shield. So doing that, it means you can pop your AC up to about a 19. And then the other lovely feature of the Tortle shell is shell defense. You can withdraw into your shell as an action. Until you emerge, you gain a +4 bonus to your AC and have advantage on strength and constitution saving throws. While in your shell, you are prone, your speed is 0 and can't increase. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You can't take reactions, and the only action you can take is a bonus action to emerge from your shell. So now, of course, now that we have these different features and that we've gone over them, how can we get the most out of the Tortle? So as I've already said, the capstone of the Tortle is your massive AC. And that's something you can slap on any character. For example, you can slap this on a fighter and boom, suddenly you don't need to invest in dexterity. You also don't need to invest in plate mail. And since you can also use the feature and still gain a shield, it means you can pack light, potentially not be hampered by encumbrance if those are rules that you play by, and still go to town. This is also a particularly good route to go if you're going to be playing something like a monk or even a barbarian. Because you have your natural armor feature, sometimes, definitely early game, your AC hasn't exactly caught up to your Tortle AC of 17. However, due to armor rulings, it says that you can take whichever AC is higher. So let's see, if you have the monk AC and that's maybe a 14 or a 15, you can take the Tortle AC until the monk AC catches up or even overcomes it. And now, of course, Tortles are incredible on spellcasters. If you're a particularly squishy spellcaster, melee is the last place that you want to be. However, as a Tortle, rocking a whopping 17 AC, suddenly you become one of the most resilient spellcasters alive. Let's say you're playing a wizard. For example, you go into combat, someone tries to take a swing at you, 16, they miss. Another person tries to take a swing at you, a 20 to hit, dirty 20 of course. You cast shield. Suddenly, for the rest of the round, if someone wants to hit you in melee or even just with any sort of weapon attack, they have to roll a 22 to hit. And now let me tell you, not a lot of creatures will competently be able to do that early game. So just keep that in mind. So in my opinion, now that I've gone over more of the mechanics, I have to say, Tortles are good on any class you really want to put them on. because of the increased AC, they can synergize very well to many different kinds of playstyles. And they can also basically make you a pseudo-tank to any class you want to end up playing as, while still also not even really sacrificing a lot of the playstyle of that specific class. So if you want to be a big old resilient reptilian person that can wade into combat, take all kinds of hits and not even feel a scratch, then I think the Tortle is for you. And with all that said, that is all the time that I have today for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it got you interested in playing a Tortle for your next campaign. And if it did, then please like and subscribe for even more D&D content. And in the meantime, keep smiling, keep scheming, and I'll see all of you next time.